nothing that people love more than stories. So today I have a story for you guys that I'll tell you while doing a card trick. Oh boy, I already feel all the views coming my way. Oh man, just give me all the views here. So here, we're actually going to need the help of a couple cards here, believe it or not. So if we just take it, we get the first card here, which is the Jack of Clubs. Sorry, Jack of Spades. We're actually going to need the other Jack, which is inside of the other Jack. What? Huh? Man. Magic sometimes, right? So here, now, we're actually going to need the help of 9 cards, believe it or not, because these 2 Jacks aren't just Jacks. They're actually gay vampires. I'll show you why they're gay in a little bit, but as far as these Jacks, you need to understand that this one, his name is Jack C, and this one's name is Jack I Like Dick. So here, these 2, Jack C and Jack I Like Dick, are actually going to find a potential mate and vampire victim. Oh boy. So here, if your participant was here, they'd pick whichever pile they want. They'd mix it up. They'd look at the bottom card. In this case, is the Ace of Spades. And that would be delegated as the gay vampire victim. So they're told to place this on whichever half they want and to sandwich it in the middle so that there's no idea where that card could be. Upon taking this back, you give the deck a little bit of a cut here. And you say, you know what? These 2 cards are actually going to go and look through these individual cards until they find the gay vampire victim. That's right. So here we're going to put 1 on top because Jack, I Like Dick, is the one that's the power top. And then this one, of course, is the power bottom. So now they're going to go through a little bit of a process of narrowing down until they find the right victim here. So you see now there's 4 victims that they've narrowed down their potential hunt to. Their hunt cunt, as they like to call it here. We do this again, and you notice now they've actually added more victims because they got this distracted by all the hot cock around. So here, if we do this one more time and they go on the hunt, oh boy, they're getting closer to their victim because now you see there's only 3. Ha! Oh boy. So this time they go on the hunt one last time. And they go and ravage the night until they find just 1 unlucky victim. And among all the hot cock, these 2 gay vampires have managed to find, that's right, the Ace of Spades, of which they take to a nightclub and actually don't do vampire stuff because that's complicated. Then it's like a whole... are they Twilight vampires? Or are they Vampire Diary vampires? Are they Dracula vampires? You don't know. So it really depends on what type of vampires they are. Oh boy.
Gay transition.
Here's how to do it. This is actually one of my favorite self-working tricks here. Now this is based on an idea by Aldo Colombini called Jackula, which is actually based on an idea by a guy named Michael DeMarco, which is actually based on another idea by Carl Fulves. First time I saw this was in an Impromptu magic book, probably 1,000 years ago, by Aldo Colombini. But this is just my variation on it. His required a down under deal. I never liked it down under deal, so I just thought, I wonder if this would work with the Infero thing. And it does. It does. It'll make sense in a little bit. So here, you take out 2 Jacks to represent the gay vampires. R.I.P. Aldo Colombini, by the way, one of the greatest cardicians and greatest magicians of our time. Unfortunately, left us way too soon. So R.I.P. Aldo Colombini. You got that pig love, dog. So here, what you do is you're gonna have 3 banks of 3, meaning 9 cards total here. Now, you can do this in a couple different ways, depending on your advanced level of card magic skill. So this is the self-working method here. You're going to take the 3 cards and put it into 3 piles and have them pick whichever pile they want. Here, they mix it up. They look at the bottom card and they put it on whichever pile they want. You see, because of the clever placement here. It doesn't matter which pile they put it, because their card is always going to be the 6th card from the top here. If you notice, 1, 2. If you have the basic skills of mathematics here, we're going to leave this card face up. So their card is going to be 6 no matter what. So if you come in and do a false cut, which is what I did, see, I took it from the bottom and then I put the top pile back on. That was a false cut. It's still going to be 6. However, you need to displace 1 card because their card needs to be 5th from the top in order for the sequence to work. So what you do is you talk about victims as you take the top card to gesture, and you go, so they're going to look for the victims. This card goes on the bottom, and now you're ready. Now you're hot and ready. If you don't want to do that, what you could do is you could just have any card from these picked. You could have any card picked whatsoever. You count off 4, just like this. You put their card there, you square it up, and now you're set because their card is 5th from the top where it needs to be. So let's turn that card over, and it's the 10 of spades, and we'll follow it as we do the procedure here. So we put 1 jack on top, 1 jack on bottom, and now we're going to do this clever in-out pharaoh procedure here, which is a great underutilized technique that I think people gloss over because it looks like some mathematical thing. But I don't think you should do that. So here, what you're going to do is you're going to out-jog every other card. So you're going to take every other card and out-jog it. And then once you get to the last one, you're going to strip everything out and put it on top. And you notice what that does is that places their card now 3rd from the top. But it places 4 cards between the jacks. So now you could say, oh, see, they're hunting down victims. The second time you do this, it's actually going to be funny because it goes from 4 cards between the jacks to 7 cards between the jacks. So it's like, oh, they got distracted. Ha! You see the clever. Oh boy, man, if you're not liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video and or looking at pigcake.me and buying a Teespring and then going to Patreon and checking me out, oh boy, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. So now you have more cards between the jacks here. When you do the sequence again, this time it's going to narrow it down to just 3 cards with the 10 of spades being between the cards. So you notice now the 10 of spades is actually between the 2 cards that are outside of the jack. So now, when you're in this position where there are 3 cards between the jacks, now you know that you're 1 of these in-pharaohs away from getting to where you need to be, which is all the victims on top, and then 1 card solely between the jacks, which is going to be the 5th card originally from the top of the deck, which is also going to be, coincidentally, the card that the spectator picked. So that is the hot variation of that original trick by Carl Phillips, which is then taken by Aldo Colombini, which is then taken by Morgado. But that's the kind of the variation on it. And hopefully it gets you as erect as the gay vampires were when they found their victim. So here, I'm going to go figure out ways to reverse gay vampiritis. Hey there, you stuck to the end. That's a great thing to do. If you notice, you have a couple buttons that you could click here. You could click on the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You can click on that Patreon button if you want to support your local gay magician. If you want, you could even check out that Twitter handle over there at Pigcake with 2 E's, because somebody already took Pigcake with 1 E, because they are a ravishing cunt. And if not, you could just check me out on Instagram. That's Pigcake69. I put some hot pictures every once in a while. Certainly not of my face. Ha! Oh boy. You enjoy your day.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.